News Panorama is a TV news magazine program that gives you the story behind the story.
It tells the stories the way they should be told by capturing the larger scale.
It deals with people's deep feelings on issues that, when brought to the fore, ultimately educates, informs and entertains.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
Nigeria is currently transitioning to computer-based testing (CBT) for WAEC examinations, aiming for full implementation by May-June 2026. While the government is committed to this shift, there are significant challenges that need to be addressed for a successful transition. The big question is Nigeria really ready for this new development? These and many more are on our lineup this week. Stay with us. Welcome and thanks for joining me on the program News Panorama. I am Josephine Efanga.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
If you have just tuned in, you're watching News Panorama. The Cross River State government has installed modern street lights along the federal housing routes in Calabar, boosting visibility and security for residents and commuters. The energy-efficient light marks a step towards safer and more sustainable urban living. Judith Ugbong tells us more. The report.
Following the recent installation of modern street lighting systems, residents and commuters at the Federal Housing Road are enjoying good visibility. This initiative is part of the Cross River State government's ongoing efforts to improve urban infrastructure and public safety. The newly installed street lights, which include both solar-powered and hybrid models, have replaced older inefficient lighting systems. These upgrades are expected to reduce energy costs and contribute to environmental sustainability. The project aligns with the state's broader objectives to modernize urban amenities and promote eco-friendly solutions. Residents have expressed strong appreciation for the recent installation of the street lights in the neighborhood, with its attendant enhanced security.
Before this time, there was darkness everywhere, and before 6 o'clock, everybody don't enter their end. So people don't like walking in the night, and also this harassment by all this area something was more difficult for somebody to go home after 6 o'clock because the whole place will be dark. But this street light is something that tells you are in town.
The area is shining. It's not like before that it used to be dark when the street light was not here before.
The residents have shared their views on the transformation of the neighborhood. They recall the streets being much darker and less inviting, with a sense of insecurity that often made evening walks and commutes feel uneasy.
I think since we had that installation, there's less of criminality around the area. The street is more open to businesses. More people are coming around to, set up businesses. So we're very happy, we're very excited. We thank the government for that. I'm expecting more lights. I want them to do more installation.
I think it's great. Back then it used to be very dark and it was kind of unsafe to walk at night, but now we can walk freely without being scared.
Some residents stress the importance of maintenance of the lights.
I really appreciate the government of Cross River State for providing the street light solar in Federal Housing Estate here in Calabar. One thing I would say that also there should be maintenance of the street lights, yes, in order for it to last and for it to be good also, security conscious,
The installation of the modern street lights along the federal housing routes has made noticeable difference in both safety and community satisfaction. The upgraded lighting systems have not only improved visibility, but also provided residents with a greater sense of security, particularly at night. While the community is grateful for the positive changes, there is a shared understanding that consistent maintenance is crucial to ensuring the long-term success of the project. For CRBC News Panorama, Judith Ugbong reporting.
On April 28, 2025, the Minister for Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, announced the federal government's directive for the West African Examination Council (WAEC) and the National Examination Council (NECO) to adopt computer-based testing (CBT) for their examination. The announcement was made during the official monitoring exercise of the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME) in Buari, Abuja. According to the minister, the transformation to CBT is expected to begin with the objective component of the examination in 2025, progressing to full implementation by 2026 examination cycle. If you want to completes the story.
In a bid to modernize Nigeria's educational assessment system and enhance its credibility, the federal government has directed the West African Examinations Council (WAEC) and the National Examinations Council (NECO) to fully adopt computer-based testing (CBT) by 2026. The transition to CBT is set to begin in November 2025 with the objective component of WAEC and NECO exams, particularly for private candidates. By May-June 2026, the plan is to implement full CBT, covering both objective and essay sections for all candidates. This timeline allows for gradual integration and necessary system adjustment. According to the Federal Ministry of Education, this shift is part of broader reforms to align Nigeria's examination system with international standards and improve efficiency in the administration and processing of results following the successful implementation of CBT by other examination bodies such as JAMB. The government sees potential for similar success with WAEC and NECO. Many have praised this move by the federal government, stating that it would not only help curb examination malpractices, but also give students the opportunity to become computer literate, as well as boost the technological advancements of schools and the country at large.
It's a good thing, it's a welcome development on the side that it's going to be taking our education to the next level. But on the aspect of the students themselves, some of them may not be computer literate. That is, some of them may not know how to operate these things. I think imposing it almost immediately is a little harsh on the students, because some of them would be out there and making a whole lot of blunders on their systems, and then they come out with poor grades. Any process like this should be gradual. Any process, reforming process like this should be gradual. I think we should have started with something similar to that before now coming to the use of systems and writing WAEC.
It's a welcome idea, and it also is going to bring a kind of innovation into the educational system. But in the other way around, everything has advantage and disadvantage. When it comes to the advantage, most of our students here is they are not exposed to such a program. So in my opinion, I am of opinion that the federal whatever should give probably a little time or give out an information or a kind of a program which will enlighten the student on what they are about to face.
Some students expressed delight with the transition to CBT-based exams for WAEC and NECO. According to them, CBT-based exams would make the exams a lot easier, as well as give them technological exposure.
If we are writing WAEC, like using CBT, some students, people that are not computer literate, people that cannot operate computers, they won't be able to write. And also, WAEC candidates are more. So they cannot, maybe what if there are not enough computers for them to write?
Limited practice opportunities. Not all students, not all schools will provide the computer, and some students when they see this for the first time, then the CBT might increase anxiety in the students because they will have the fear of making more mistakes.
Despite the optimism, several concerns have been raised. Some schools, particularly in rural areas, lack basic facilities and may struggle to meet CBT requirements. There is also concern about students and teachers' readiness, especially for essay-based CBT, which is more complex than multiple choice testing.
We are in a developing country where students currently are not versed. Not every student is versed when he has to do with knowledge on computer. No matter how you think, yes, there are computers everywhere, there are laptops everywhere, but we have students, we still have majority of our students in majority of the schools are not well equipped with the necessary tool that would have helped them to learn computing. It is not just about you want the students to write their exams, their WAEC or their NECO using computer. The question is, how ready are they? How ready have we prepared them? What are the structures that we've put up that will help them in terms of learning how to make use of computer?
I'll say the CBT test should be encouraged. That computer-based test should be encouraged in the sense that is why computer is being introduced in the first place in schools. You know, if in a school we don't have the computers in, if you do that, results will be released on time, results will be timely, and also it will aid marking processes instead of people just sitting out to mark scripts and results.
The directive for WAEC and NECO to adopt computer-based testing by 2026 marks a significant shift in Nigeria's educational landscape. While the benefits of improved exam integrity, faster results processing, and alignment with global standards are clear, the success of this transition depends on the adequate preparation, infrastructure, and training. With proper implementation and stakeholder cooperation, the move to CBT could revolutionize national examinations and restore public confidence in the educational system. For CRBC News Panorama, I am Ifyowan Ekpe Ita.
Environmental sustainability is crucial for preserving resources, protecting ecosystem, and ensuring a healthy planet for future generations. It involves managing resources responsibly, reducing pollution, and mitigating climate change, all while promoting sustainable communities and economic growth. Idong CDCN brings more details. The report.
The Cross River State draft shows that environmental management is holistic, considering social, economic, and environmental factors. Mr. Agbo, Director Environmental Quality, highlights objectives crucial for achieving sustainable development, waste management, and climate change aimed at strengthening the state's environmental governance framework. The Regional Project Director, Protego Klemogoji, said environmental sustainability and effective waste management must go hand in hand, and the need for actionable plans that are both scientifically sound and socially inclusive, mainly the public the need for waste recycling.
We have really increased the scope from environmental assessment to waste management. We have even looked at environmental degradation, climate change, and all that. So we have almost covered the scope of the policy is so wide that it covers almost every aspect of what we do. This policy will definitely address this issue of law and forest degradation. Because as it stands now, this policy is encouraging synergy among the agencies involved to check. Like now we have the Forestry Commission, and if you check critically, we go through this policy document, it has said that we definitely work in synergy with other government agencies to make sure that we have and we maintain the environment.
As the campaign gains momentum, the state aims to become a national model for waste transformation and sustainable urban living with citizens, officials and industry working together. Mrs. Elizabeth Waidyong, Executive Secretary, Obudu Urban Development Authority, says she also creates wealth through plastic and nylon recycling, which in return is profitable and stressed on the need for proper waste management and recycling.
I want to start by thanking the commissioner and other persons who make it to be what we are seeing today. Because I have learned something, creating awareness, because they shared passages to us now to go through it and advise. So where we say to create awareness is what we have been doing. Like now we are in second quarter. By in 2 weeks time we will go because of the rents. We have to move, especially the market women. They create a lot of waste. We have to educate them and educate our communities too, because we usually do it on our market days where they will carry messages to our various communities.
The News Panorama.
In recent years, the cost of residential housing in Cross River State has seen significant rise, creating growing concerns among residents. This upward trend in property prices and rental rates has made it increasingly difficult for average income earners to afford decent housing. Judith Ugbong explores the causes and implications of the high cost of residential housing in the state. The report.
Accommodation is one of the most significant expenses individuals and families face, whether in renting a home, staying in a hotel, or seeking temporary lodging. The cost of accommodation varies widely depending on factors such as location, property type, duration of stay, and local economic conditions. Understanding cost influence on accommodation is essential for budgeting, planning, and making informed housing decisions. Rising accommodation costs in Calabar are becoming a struggle for tenants, including students, young professionals, and low-income earners. Despite available housing, many face higher rents and demands for upfront payments.
For Calabar, house rent no easy, and everything very expensive. Before you see house, you will spend money. They will say pay for drink, toilet, all those things. For single room like this, no easy. Single room start from no single room there for 4,000. As from 7,000. Then go for self-contained 300,000. Like some of us, we will not get something to do. It's not easy for us, but we just manage the single room. So Calabar, it's not easy.
Despite paying high rents coupled with exorbitant agent charges, tenants complain poor living conditions and facilities in many houses.
You know, the problem of getting an accommodation in Calabar, it's supposed to be a very simple thing, but agents today, agents are a problem. Not even the landlords. Agents are a problem. Even getting the house, it's a problem. Now you tell an agent you want a house, he will tell you, I get them, you get the big the thing there. At the end of the day, when you go, it's one small place, and you pay agent fee before you know you've even touched your house rent money. So seriously, getting a house in Calabar, it's seriously a problem of agents. Agents are a problem. If agents will just stop their nonsense of the thing, you go and look for a house, and the next thing they'll tell the agent fee 10,000, and you still pay a percentage, 10% of your rent. Oh, come on, all those kind of things is too much.
As prices continue to rise, tenants are calling for rent control, better regulation of agents, and increased investment in affordable housing. Meanwhile, landlords are increasingly voicing concerns over the soaring cost of building materials, which they say is significantly impacting the real estate sector. According to many property owners and developers, the persistent rise in building materials has made it difficult in addition to material costs. Landlords highlight the broader economic hardship affecting the country, including inflation, currency depreciation, and high transportation costs.
The cost of things are getting expensive. Earlier, like, let me say from 2010 back, a bag of cement was not up to 2,000 naira. But you can imagine the price is soon to be. And the people who are doing the work, maybe in terms of building, the engineers, they have their personal needs in the market. Things are expensive in the market. So for them to get a job, they will not charge you the price that we are charging earlier. I do understand. So the prices the engineers charge today is not as same as it used to be. And the materials used for the building are more expensive than the way it was earlier.
The imbalance between demand and affordability highlights the need for comprehensive reforms in housing policies, rent regulation, and infrastructure investments. Until such changes are made, it's likely that accommodation costs will remain a central issue. For CRBC News Panorama, Judith Ugbong reporting.
The Niger Delta Commission (NDDC) has recently donated waste bins to the state government as part of a joint effort to improve the state's environmental conditions. This donation aims to support effective waste management and promote cleanliness throughout the state, contributing to the healthier and more sustainable environment for all. Blessing Basi brings details the report.
Waste bins, also known as trash bins or garbage cans, are containers designed to hold waste materials. They come in various sizes and shapes and are typically made from materials like plastic, metal, or even wood. Waste bins are used in homes, offices, public spaces, and industrial settings to collect and temporarily store various types of waste, such as organic matter, recyclables, and non-recyclable trash. Observedly, the waste bins seem insufficient as garbage continue to be littered in some places within the metropolis and beyond. However, the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) has donated additional wasteful bins to Cross River State, contributing to the state's ongoing effort to improve sanitation. The latest delivery brings the total number of waste bins provided by the NDDC to over 200. The initiative is part of a broader goal to uphold the state's commitment to maintaining a clean and healthy environment, which is crucial for promoting Cross River as an attractive destination for both tourists and investors. Some residents of Calabar expressed their appreciation for the new waste bins and assure that they will use them responsibly. They extend their gratitude to both NDDC and the state government for their commitment to improving public health and environmental sustenance.
Government are really trying, and I thank God for it. I've been keeping tutu bin and it's very good. We really like it. We say God should bless them because they did well for us.
Government have given us 2 dustbins to enable us to be putting dustbin inside. So right now, other people they don't have in other areas they have one. So I'm so happy. Government have done so much for us, and I appreciate so much. I say may their work, that may them keep on continue their work.
Research findings reveal that using waste bins helps keep environment clean and organized and makes for easier disposal of waste properly. Meanwhile, the Commissioner for Environment, Honorable Moses Osogi, has highlighted the ongoing high level of compliance with sanitation exercises in the state. He encouraged residents in areas lacking waste bins to reach out to the ministry for prompt action.
As the Calabar metropolis is expanding, there are some new places that we were not probably marked for the distribution. So if we have been saying to the public, if you have a need, write to us, inform us so that we'll supply. We're still supplying. And we've been communicating with the media houses, telling them that we have enough receptacle bins, and anybody who is lacking where they are not, they should inform us so that we take them there. Today's exercise is, as we've been saying, the compliance level is increasing. We're thinking because of the break, the last month jam break, because we refused to observe the sanitation exercise in last month because of jam, so that people would not leverage on that to say they missed their jam and they probably sue us to court. So we had to, by the wisdom that God has given to us, grant that week a free exercise week across the state. And so we're thinking that perseverance will relax and feel that this exercise is not going to continue again. But I am surprised by what I saw today. That sanitation exercise in Cross River State has come to stay. And so I really appreciate that gesture.
The collaboration effort showcased the strong partnership between the NDDC and the state government in fostering a healthier community. For CRBC News Panorama, I am Blessing Basi reporting.
That is all we have on our lineup this week. We hope to be back same time next week. Do keep a date with us. I am Josephine Efanga. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles, on Facebook at CRBC, X formerly Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at CRBC Online, YouTube at CRBC New Media. WhatsApp on 090-377-87474. I repeat, 090-377-87474. We look forward to connecting with you.